Welcome to Uncle Bill and the Twins, volume 12 or 13 or whatever it is. But anyway, but listen, I want to wish you guys a happy birthday. Your birthday is tomorrow, Tuesday. So I want to give you a happy birthday. Yeah, so what you? I don't even want to know, because however you are old, I'm even older.
A lot older.
Yep. Well, yeah. See, that's different. I keep going back, like Benjamin Buttons. Every year I go back.
You get younger.
So I'm about like 35 now. So I feel great. But anyway, so listen, you turn this on to a great moment.
Yes.
In
the big story in sports this weekend was New Rochelle High School against Mount Vernon High School, sectional finals at the County Center in Westchester. A half-court shot to win the championship. It was awesome. Insane.
9 seconds left to go in the game. That's time for at least 1 or 2 passes and a dribble.
So insane.
The pass is stolen by the Knights. Quarter heave by Clark. It's good! It's good! And he makes the half-court shot!
The commentator's not going anywhere.
But if you look at that clip, there are a couple blunders made.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so look, he makes a great throw. It's intercepted. Now, instead of just holding and taking the foul, he puts up something weak. The guy gets it, makes a tremendous shot, and now, you know, the kid can't go home. He's a GOAT. He can't go back to school. But this is a great way to start March Madness.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's the great thing about March Madness. I mean, buzzer beaters, last-minute shots.
I think it's going to be the craziest tournament ever. Because of the parity we've seen in college basketball this year.
You mean the mediocrity?
Yes. The mediocrity.
Everybody equally bad.
And, you know, I did write about this, which will be up on WCRoden.com. But there's a
shameless commercial.
But there's so much parity. I mean, you know, the top 5 teams have been losing all season. Gonzaga, a mid-major, is currently #1 in the country in the poll. Yeah. So I would expect, you know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if a 16 seed beats a #1 seed. If we have a Final Four with 3 mid-majors, I think anything goes.
Who will watch that?
I will.
I will be there. You have to watch that. So speaking of streaks, I mean, the real basketball, the NBA. I mean, who's gonna beat the Miami Heat? I mean, that's every week. It seems like we get on there and talk about the same thing. Who's gonna beat the damn Heat?
I mean, I know this isn't the right time to say it, but the New York Knicks, I think, are the best chance to beat them. I mean, they were so close. If Raymond Felton's where did he come? Where did he go? I mean, the last time when they beat him, he had 27 points, and this time he had 9 points and 5 turnovers or something like that. Yeah. You can't win when this guy's supposed to be your second best scorer is disappeared.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, I agree with you that, you know, the Knicks did show a lot, even in defeat. They beat the Heat twice this season. They were up 14 at halftime, you know, in the game yesterday, and they obviously, you know, collapsed in the second half. But they've shown that they can pose a lot of problems for the Heat.
There's only one game where close matters, and that's in the game of horseshoe, where if you get close to the stake, you get a point. But that's not close. Close doesn't matter in real sports. It doesn't matter in the NBA. You either win or you lose. So the Knicks have gotten close on for like, you know.
Wait, they have gotten close? They haven't been out of the first round in over a decade.
So
they haven't gotten close.
So I think what, you know, in the first half you see why people gravitated toward the Knicks this year and why we had these high expectations. Yeah. And in the second half, you saw exactly why everyone's expectations have gone from here down to the floor, thinking we might lose in the first round. Because
that'd be respectable. If they what? You think that's a stretch?
I mean, if they get the Bulls or the Celtics, I think it could be.
Wait a minute. You think that's a stretch? They lose in the first round?
Yes, I think the Knicks this season are clearly a top 3 team in the East. They will at least get out of the first round. I said a couple weeks ago on the show, I said the Miami Heat are going to win the championship. There's no challenger to them unless LeBron gets hurt. The Heat could lose Wade. Yeah. They could lose Bosh. There's no challenger to the Miami Heat unless LeBron gets hurt.
Let's talk about their streak.
You know, they've won 14 games in a row.
Yeah.
The all-time streak is the Lakers of 33 games from the 1970s. Could the Heat challenge that streak?
Was it 28 games?
I think they could challenge that streak.
They have to win 19 to tie that 19 in a row to tie that streak.
I mean, you know, see, that's the thing I think that turns LeBron on.
Yeah.
I mean, I still don't know if winning championships turns, but I think that he would love that for them to win. Because that would also be a way to shove it in Kobe's face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a big shove. I bet you don't even you're not going to win 19. With this ragtag team, you guys are going to win 19. So I think that he would love to win 19 games. In a row. Well, speaking of having a lot of points, Joe Flacco's got a ton of points too, right?
Yeah. 21 million. He's gonna make
Over 6
100
years.
Yeah, and Flacco's not even close to Tom Brady.
Right, but Flacco doesn't have a wife that makes $50 million a year, so
Wow.
like Tom
Or the
Brady does.
endorsement deals.
Or the endorsements, but it's just like
He married well. He married well. That's another thing.
It's-
I guess that's it.
Yeah, March
Listen, you
Madness.
guys have a birthday come tomorrow. Enjoy your birthday.
Thank you.
23 or 4. Whatever. I lost track after 16.
who's counting, right?
Yeah, don't trust me. Somebody. All right. See you guys next week.
Yes.
Happy birthday.